Hey guys, this is Sandy. I'm a licensed realtor here in Florida, Central Florida area. Today I want to do a video for you on how to sell a home with solar. Solar is very popular. It was even more popular during the boom or during, post-COVID or even before COVID. A lot of people are getting solar. And I know some people finance and some people pay outright and some people leased it. But most of the time it was finance. And so the issue becomes when you're ready to sell the home, what are you going to do with the solar, right? More than likely, the solar company, the financing company told you could always transfer the loan. But when someone is buying your home, they have to qualify for their mortgage and they also have to qualify for the solar loan that you took out. In October of 2023, where interest rate is almost at 8%, some buyers is going to struggle to qualify for the mortgage and plus qualify for your loan. And the reason for that is their mortgage bank is going to count the solar loan as a part of their debt to income ratio. So that's going to be a part of their debt because it goes on their credit, right? Anything that goes in your credit counts against you as debt. So one of the things to consider if you have a home with solar and you have to sell it, maybe you should pay the solar off. And I would encourage you, if you haven't gotten solar yet, only put solar on homes that you know you're going to be in for a while, right? So you're going to live there for a while. So you're going to reap the benefit of saving on the electric bill. Because if you put the solar on and you're going to be selling in 2 or 3 years, you're going to have to pay the loan off, and it doesn't necessarily increase the value of the home. The appraisal does not see it that way. So then the buyer is who's going to benefit. Because you paid off, it didn't increase the value, I know the buyer is benefiting from the solar. So I would definitely encourage you that if you're thinking of doing solar, make sure you're going to be in the home for a while. Now let's say that's already gone. You already have the solar you have to sell. If you're in the home for quite a while, then you would have benefited from all the savings you did on saving on the electric, but it may not be enough savings to cover the cost of what you pay for the solar. And if that is the case, then you're going to have to consider, do I want to transfer the loan to the buyer or do I want to pay it off, right? Now you may be able to find a buyer, of course, that don't have a problem taking over the solar payment and also qualifying for their mortgage, but not all buyers are going to be able to do so. That's something to consider. Now, as far as adding value to your home, the solar panels, the value added is the saving that you're going to save in your electric bill. You're going to have like absolutely no electric bill, especially if you do a full house solar, right? But if you're going to sell it, and the appraiser comes out to appraise it, they're not really going to, let's say you paid $60,000 for the solar. The appraiser is not going to put a $60,000 value on the home. So in your mind, it may not make sense for you to pay it off since the buyer is going to benefit. So maybe it's not a good idea to sell the home. Maybe it's a good idea to keep the home for a while so you can reap the benefit as opposed to the buyer. So those are some things to consider in doing solar for your home. It's a huge topic. It is a lot of benefit if you're going to live there, 100%. But if you're going to sell it, don't put the solar on if you think you're going to sell it soon, right? If you think, well, maybe I'm not going to live here. If you think you're not going to live in a home for more than the next 5 years, I probably would not put solar on. But if you're going to live there for a while, or if you want to pass it on to your children, that kind of stuff, then I would definitely do the solar. So those are some things to consider. Now, if you bought the solar, if you didn't finance it and you just bought it, then of course you could, transfer it over to the buyer. But you might be thinking to yourself, well, I just bought it 3 years ago. I really didn't get the value out. And you may not be able to get that full value out of it. So remember, when you're doing solar, it's going to be for your benefit. It's going to be for your electrical saving. And it's a great idea. But when it comes to selling the home with solar with a loan on it, that may be a little difficulty. Now, we are able, a lot of times, to sell a home with solar and have the buyer take over the loan and plus qualify for the mortgage. But I'm just saying, because interest rates are kind of climbing, it may be difficult for a buyer to qualify for both. If you have any questions or want to go further in this discussion, give us a call, send us a text. Our information should be somewhere here or somewhere below. Follow us, of course, for more real estate tips, and click on the notification button so you'll be notified every time we produce a new video. My team keep telling me, when you do your videos, you gotta ask people to follow us, and I keep forgetting. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, guys. I will see you on the next video.